Stop looking at me! You'd actually be pretty surprised how long it took me to decide on that intro. I think I made the right decision. So hello, this is Alex. I'm actually starting I'm filming the first video of a new playlist that we're starting called Trials and Tribulations. It is pretty much going to be a series of videos that we post sometimes of different Ohana family members sharing, interesting stories in their lives, whether it be an embarrassing story, a funny story, an awkward story, just, a trials that tribulate. Um, okay, so I guess I'll just, start out the video with, trial and tribulation of my own. So this one time, when I was about 14 or 13 or 14 years old, I was walking around this big store called Country Junction, and I'm not sure if anyone's heard of it, but it's just this really big, interesting store, um, around one of my older towns, and so I was in there, and I was in there with my family, and I was walking around mainly with my one sister, and we were just walking around the store. I remember we were in the part of the store with the big statue, so they had statues everywhere, but like life-looking statues. So it would be like a lifelike statue of like Marilyn Monroe, and then you have like James Bond and stuff, and just like pirates and Santa Claus and stuff like that. Well, I turn this one corner, and I'm not looking at anything specific. I just see a whole bunch of statues in my peripheral vision and stuff. But then suddenly, this one statue moves, and I don't take another glance because there had been several moving statues that day, like robotic ones, and so I didn't really look. But then it kept coming. Like I saw, like I was going down the hall, and then there was like another hall like that, or an aisle. There was an aisle going that way. I was walking past this aisle, and I saw like statues down the line, and then one came out like this, and I was like, oh, it's gonna go back and forth or something. But as I noticed outside, like at my peripheral vision, it kind of like turned, started coming down the hallway, and I flipped out. I turned around, like down the hallway, and screamed as loud as I can, and it turns out that it wasn't a statue. It was an elderly woman in a motorized wheelchair. So yeah, she looked pretty startled. But I don't know who wouldn't be after you get screamed in the face, especially when you're an elderly um paraplegic. Paraplegic. Yeah, I screamed in the face of a elderly paraplegic. And then of course after that, after I gained my breath and she wakes up from her stroke that I just gave her, I have the nerve to say, I am so sorry, I thought you were a statue. And I guess that could have been offensive, I don't know. But she, looked at me so angrily, like, I just really ruined her day. And, I said, I'm sorry, and I just kept saying, I'm sorry, and I ran away, and I found my sister. She was in the next aisle over, and I was like, did you hear what just happened? She's like, I heard everything, what just happened, you're an idiot. And it was so funny, and I was so scared, and I think that woman just was really pissed off. We saw her again at the checkout line, and she recognized us and did not look happy, okay? And then, to make things even weirder, we saw her again at the gas station. We left the store, drove for a little bit, stopped at a gas station, and she was at that gas station. No longer in a wheelchair, though, just like, putting in gas into her truck. But she saw us, and we saw her. She still did not look happy. And yeah. So not one of my most interesting uh trials and tribulations. But don't worry, I'll think of more. And my Ohana family will most likely start doing this too. And but yes, that was my trials, one of my trials to my many tribulations. And yes, so thank you for watching.